I'm from South Carolina. I moved out here, and they had me thinking Orange County was just the Holy Grail. Oh, you go to Orange County, they got that money in Orange County.
I'm from LA.
So, bro, I'm gonna have to take a detour real quick, put me on game about to ride, and then we'll get back on track. Don't lose your train of thought.
Yeah, I don't subscribe to the LA Rams, but
Whoa, let's talk about this. Hold on. Sometimes you just gotta go with how you feel.
I am old enough to remember a time where it was weird to be on the internet.
My name is Trey Hatton.
This is Rob Palacio.
This is gonna be a beautiful thing for sure.
I think I'm in again.
Yeah.
Man,
it's been a crazy week, man. Won't lie to you.
To say the least.
It's I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna end up being a slightly different podcast, but I for sure wanted to talk about it.
Yeah.
You know. And it's weird because it's not that, I mean, from what I know, stop me, you know, just make sure you speak for yourself, but you know, I wasn't necessarily a Charlie Kirk fan. I barely knew he existed. I just knew of him and things that he was saying and doing. And, you know, this is not even about if I 100% agree with everything he ever said. I don't think with your best friend, you agree with everything someone says. But what's really bothering me, I'm gonna start from the beginning. The first thing that's bothering me is I think I want to tell people, if you have children of school age, and man, go check on your babies.
Mm-hmm.
Check on your babies. I got a 12-year-old and a 16-year-old, and I came to find out they both watched him get murdered.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you how much that devastated me as a father. I know it's a cold open for a podcast, but it's the truth. That's where we at right now. And I had to have conversations with both of them about what that looks like. And
I'm be honest, it don't lose your thought, but it amazes me how fast it even gets to the school. How fast it even gets in their hands nowadays. I haven't even seen the video.
Don't, man.
I'm not going looking for it.
Don't even do it, bro.
I'm not going looking for it.
I mean, you know, I saw it and I regretted it. I've seen a lot in my life, and that was definitely
one.
It's probably one of the worst.
Pretty gruesome.
And to know that, you know, it flew in the face for me. It flew in the face of everything I've tried to provide my kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, I told my daughter specifically, I was like, you know, I did a lot to make sure she didn't grow up where I grew up, in the environment I grew up in, for her to go and see that. And I know she didn't go looking for it, nor did my son, but these kids got cell phones like
it's nothing, bro.
We got cell phones.
Yep.
And, you know, it was shown to them. You know, my son said he was on the bus when he saw it. My daughter said at school, somebody showed it to her. And, you know, I mean, I don't know, bro. Like, I just was like, why is it circulating like that? Like, as a spectacle, as if it's entertainment.
And you know what's crazy though, bro? Like, I really don't know. I don't know if it's the algorithm. I mean, but I honestly turned my phone off Thursday. Did I talk to you Thursday?
It's all blurring together. I think so.
Thursday, but Thursday is when it happened. No, it happened Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Wednesday is when it happened. Thursday, I talked to you. You were out for a walk.
Yeah. Thursday morning I spoke to you.
That's right. We talked for a few minutes. But bro, Thursday I had to put my phone down because like that's all I saw on social media.
Yeah.
Like, and I haven't, but I'm just saying like it's all I saw. Like it consumed social media for a day.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was just like, to your point, why is that? In a lot of videos have like, whatever, you know, you have the, what do they call them? When they, what is it called, bro?
Like when they blur something?
No. When you make up the crazy scenarios, help me out, bro. I'm drawing a blank. Skepticist.
The conspiracy theory videos?
So you have all the conspiracy theory videos.
Yeah.
But a lot of those videos have like I never saw like the actual shot, but like it's a scene of like, it's that scene.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So and it was like everywhere. Like you didn't have to look hard.
I mean,
if I wanted to find it, I could have found it like instantly.
I mean, this is something you think wouldn't be real.
Yep.
It was like some cheesy, campy horror movie where blood squirts everywhere.
But it was real.
And you're like, okay, this is like, you know, like one of these movies like The Terrifier or something.
Thought Quentin Tarantino made
it. Yeah. Some Tarantino shit. And this was a real man, you know, who lost his life. And we can get into the rest of it in a minute, but you know, I just remember a world where things like that, like even if they showed it, they wouldn't have shown. I understand you see it live, it is what it is, but you know, like they would make sure that, you know, these platforms would be like, you can't upload this to our platform, or we're taking your page down, or they'd minimize it to where it's just the scene from the, you know, the shot from the distance. They showed you the up close and personal version.
Up close.
You know, and I didn't see any censorship of it. Like if I click on something where a dog is possibly going to bite someone, it's got that sensitive warning on it, and you got to click on it to see the video. I didn't get any of that. Like it was just in my feed. Like even after that, even after the fact, I'm just scrolling, which I need to stop doing that. And it came up like 4 times. 4 times. And it's without warning. It's not like the beginning of the video or anything. It's like right there, right seconds before the shot, pop. And then they, you know, and I'm like, oh, I didn't need to see that again.
But once it gets,
so I feel like somebody wants us to see that. That's where I'm at. Like that's the only conspiracy that I'm going to like throw out there.
That ain't no conspiracy.
They want us to see it.
I dare say, and if we're being bold today, I think it's all built on creating division. If you want me to be completely honest with you,
I mean, I don't know about bold, but like I definitely always, in the spirit of this podcast, I want to be honest.
Honestly, I think it's built on division.
Yeah.
Like I think the algorithm is already the algorithm. Like if me and you sat here and talked about WWE, the whole podcast, and our phone heard us right, next thing you know, you'll see WWE on your phone, right? Same thing with, you know, it's tracking how long you are on a video.
Right.
Right. And it's going to start to make videos that pop up of similar issue.
Right.
But it was like, to your point, it was like over the top.
Yeah.
It was really over the top.
This was pushed.
And so, yeah, I will say it's built on division. And that's why, you know, us here at RTB, from a human standpoint, it is not okay to ever celebrate the death of anyone. It is not. That ain't how we get down at Raising the Bar podcast. I don't care how you feel about a human.
Yeah.
Once again, the man had kids.
I mean, listen,
like
even in self-defense, if you need to take a life, you shouldn't be happy you took a life.
Mm-hmm.
You should be upset that it came to that. And this isn't even that. This is, for what we know, this man was killed because someone didn't agree with what he believes. That's it. I keep hearing this phrase thrown around that he was pushing hate. Someone needs to send me a message, an email, a DM, and show me a hateful thing he said, because I heard him say things that maybe I'm like, oh, I don't know if that's true or if I believe in that, but I've never heard a hateful thing. And I actually went down a rabbit hole after the fact. They actually did the opposite. So you and I, that we had an episode revolving around something he said about the gray areas of sexual assault.
Mm-hmm.
And that spewed an episode for us here at Raising the Bar.
Which we didn't even know.
Which we didn't even know that was Charlie Kirk. We just knew like, this guy. And I know he's the change my mind guy and all that, but I didn't have that association. But now because of this, you actually forced me down the rabbit hole. Who is Charlie Kirk? What does he stand for? Oh, this is a really Christian guy who, believes in things in a specific way. So yeah, he said things about his belief of Martin Luther King, which, I've heard some of those things. And I know that Martin Luther King, as much as we idolized him, and used him as a reference point for, Black culture and Black excellence, he was not necessarily that. Well, part of that is completely true. I don't know, but some of it is like public record. So, but you should know from being a person that you can't idolize everything about a person, any person in the world. We all make mistakes. He was pointing some of that stuff out. Whether I know that to be true or not, no, but I know that's his belief. He did not say he was racist and hates Black people. He doesn't believe in abortions because he's Christian, unless it's under extreme circumstances. And someone asked him a question about aborting a child if a 10-year-old got pregnant by a rapist or whatever. And he said, no, I don't think that's a reason to abort. That's not hate. That's his belief. You could disagree. There's a lot to disagree with if you want to disagree. That doesn't incite a murder. That doesn't validate celebrating someone being killed in front of his wife and children, and for pushing for us to learn to have conversations. And in fact, one of the things that he said that I carry with me, that is in the spirit of what we do here at Raising the Bar. Let me find it. He said, when people stop talking, really bad stuff starts. Mm-hmm. We should be able to have reasonable disagreements without violence occurring. Without knowing Charlie Kirk, without being a fan of Charlie Kirk, we were already trying to embody that. That's what Raising the Bar is. Trevay and I once sat down and said, we would like to build a podcast where we can talk to people, talk about things where even if we have different opinions, we can bring those things to light and have discourse. He was doing it on a much higher level. He felt that his Christian beliefs were important. If you're Christian, you probably believe that also, and you still may not 100% believe in some of the things he said, but at least he was brave enough to say, I'm going to go to these colleges because I see the youth struggling to have a conversation, and we can't not do that. Guess what? I'm old enough that I've had enough relationships, friends, girlfriends, that he's right. The second we stop talking, the second you go, I'm not fucking with that person anymore, I'm not going to talk to this person, you stop picking up a call, you stop answering them, that's when the conversation's over. And that's what he feared for our youth, that we would disconnect because we aren't talking to each other. Instead, we're hopping on Discord and video games, and we're treating people like they're not real people. This is why it's easy to take a life. This is why it's easy to celebrate a life. This is a scary time. So this is a time that, regardless of what side of the fence you're on, that I think it's time to talk to the people you love. It doesn't matter. You could think Charlie Kirk is a piece of shit because he doesn't believe in homosexuality or, whatever. And we're not here to talk about whether he was right or wrong in that way. We're here to say life is important. Life should be respected. Death should be respected. And the shit I saw, not only on the internet, is troubling. Absolutely troubling. And what I want to know, greater than why they killed him, or, what their thought processes were, is why are we as a culture accepting of this sort of behavior?
I think we're we're desensitized to a lot of things now. And that's just the way the world is right now, unfortunately. I'm gonna play devil's advocate right now. And I told you when we talked on Thursday, I know you said you went deep in rabbit hole, and I have for me, honestly, on my page, it feels like I have, and this is just speaking, I don't even like to go into politics for real, but I have far people on the left, people really far on the left, and I have people really far on the right, on my social media. So, I'm getting a ton of stuff popping up on my feed. Okay. And so I guess one of the things I want to share that I thought was curious, and I saw a lot of Charlie Kirk videos, is when he had the Charlie Kirk show. Did you see that his Charlie Kirk show stuff?
I saw snippets of things, yeah.
So he on he made a statement that, and he might have changed and grew and took back some of the statements, but speaking just from Black American culture, I think this is where a lot of Black Americans drew the line with him, is when he said, if he ever got on the plane and there was a Black pilot, he would be scared. He wouldn't trust that pilot to land the plane.
Okay, I've heard that phrase. Yeah.
Yeah, he said that. I think that drew the line for a lot of Black Americans.
So what's the context there? Because that by itself, that sucks, and that's unfortunate. I still don't want him dead.
No, I don't want him dead either. I'm just saying.
I know you don't. I
don't want him dead either. 100%. I don't. But that's all I keep seeing. So I'm seeing that. And there's another video that
was he talking about? Was he referring to affirmative action? Maybe that pilot isn't properly trained, and he's like, "Oh my God, I hope this is gonna be okay." Rather than they just gave him that job.
It just was cut up,
right? So that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm not prepared to do, because that's a lot of that's going on, right? Because we've become lazy in that way, and I saw people trying to quote personally, and also online, trying to quote Charlie Kirk out of context. In fact, some of the things that I saw was someone walked up to him on the college campus, or on his debate situation, and they go, "You said blah blah blah." And he goes, "No, that's not what I said." And then they cut to the actual episode where he made the statement, and he was like, "No, what I said was," and then he explains it, and they go, "No, you said that." And he goes, "No, I didn't." For instance, the whole thing about the 10-year-old becoming pregnant, his take on it is, I don't believe in abortion. And I think we have to nurture that situation to where, we take care of the mom, we take care of the baby, we deal with the issue of rape and that individual who committed that crime. We don't toss out the life. Right. And that's his standpoint as a Christian. You could say a lot of things about that. And I would say you probably have a fair point, but don't misconstrue what he said. So I would just recommend that before you go and quote something that you think Charlie Kirk said, to go listen to the actual words, because he was very specific with the words that came out of his mouth. Again, not about completely agreeing with everything he says. But you'll find that sometimes you're commenting off somebody. That's the danger of social media, is you find yourself commenting off something, a summary of what someone said about someone else, and their understanding of it, not what the individual actually said. And I think it's important that we not do that in any case. And that's always been an issue with social media, right? We quote celebrities in a certain way. And these are things that we've learned with modern culture because we consume things like TMZ that will spin an article or a headline in a certain way to make it salacious, to make you want to look at headlines. Like like everyone knows someone who quotes something from just the big, bold title and then didn't actually read the article. And they go, oh, so-and-so did this. And you go, no, that was just the headline. That's actually not what happened there. And so we get into a lot of, weirdness because of it. And I think we really need to stop doing that.
Total across the board. But that's social media though, bro. We've covered a podcast on it. I think that I kind of want some of that innocence back, like you said earlier. I kind of want some of that, the unspoken rules of, not publicizing stuff like that, like a murder,
Where's the human decency?
Yeah.
That's what we're missing. That's the part that's really tearing me up. Like beyond that actual Charlie Kirk die, but like literally just, there's no human decency. And people think that because they disagree with what he said, right? And they think he was saying actually something racist about the airplane pilot thing, which I don't know. So I can't really reference that. That there's no decency in someone losing their life, a wife. Like I actually saw someone say, oh, we shouldn't stop there. The wife should be taken out. The children should be taken out.
No way you saw that.
Grandma should be taken. Yeah, a black lady.
Now that's crazy.
And I was like, where are we going with that? Are you serious? So if your cousin go do something to somebody, we should come get the whole family. That's what you're saying.
Basically.
Do you know it'd be nobody here if we treated the world like that? Which we used to, right? We used to. There's a time period.
There was a time period where
we would like go wipe out the immediate family for the sins of one person, right?
Mob still do it.
Okay, so
but that's just that's obviously ignorance, right? Unable to understand the gravity of the situation. Man, I need more. Like, I want more. Like, I feel like I'm gonna be honest with you, Rod. I feel like it's more about that story that's gonna come out. Like, I think it's gonna be more.
It gets complex. It gets complex, man.
Yeah.
Like,
why did that kid? What was his motives?
What were the motives for it? Yeah, it looks like it's more than one person at least.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what were the motives?
Why?
What made him do it now?
But also the government's being weird about it because now they're like, so, I mean, okay, you saw enough to know. They go, oh, they took him to the hospital and he died in the hospital. No.
He was already dead, bro.
Bro, he died before he hit the floor. For sure.
Come on, bro.
For sure. For sure.
Come on, bro. And that's what I'm saying, like.
For sure. So why say that, right? Why say that? Why?
It's weird, bro.
Yeah.
It's like the way they moving, the way the media moving, the way social media timeline.
Yeah.
Like everything revolving around this.
Yeah.
To me, is weird.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep it a stat with you. And I'm going to go back to the beginning to the point where me and you really didn't know nothing about, bro.
Right.
And now, like, we get this, like, overflow information about him.
Yeah.
It's weird, bro.
It's weird. It's weird. And, I mean, all the way down to, it was impressively fast how quick the vice president went to come claim his body. But this is a civilian. Like, I know he was friends with the Trumps and friends with the White House.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Yeah. They took his body, like, the next day, bro. Casket and everything. Put him on Air Force 2. Took him to Arizona. And I was like, oh, that's really quick.
And on Air Force 2.
Yeah. So what's that about, right? But was he
directly related to Trump's party?
He's a Republican.
I mean, that don't mean there's a ton of Republicans.
Yeah, he knows the Trumps. He's friends with the Trumps. He's friends with J.D. Vance.
Okay.
But, but we're still talking about a citizen, right? And I understand, like, I think.
Oh, he didn't hold
From what I understand, they were grooming. So, like, one of the consensus is you just killed one of the next, the next president of the United States.
A candidate, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I could see that. I could see him being, he captured the minds of a lot of people. And I think that's the bigger picture. If I have to go down the conspiracy rabbit hole, I think it's a problem that he was teaching people to think and to talk, because someone wants us to stick our hands in our phone
and just look,
to get into the weeds of the internet and get on these Discord channels, which is nothing but an echo chamber, right? Because you cut off all your real life connections, your family, your friends. You sit on the internet, you game, you go in these little chat rooms with people who have the same ideology as you, and all you hear is an echo chamber, and it radicalizes you if you do it too long. It's like brain rot. And you never come outside to check the real temperature, to see the real world, to bounce those ideas off other people.
You gotta check back into reality.
You gotta check into reality.
Can't lose that human touch.
But you don't, right? So whatever you are, if you're gay, if you like trans people, if you're this, if you're that, oh, they hate us. Oh, okay. And then you just think everyone hates you, right? Like, without saying names, like, I've had to have conversation with several people who thought along a certain line, and they go, I hate cops. And, that was a specific sentence. And I go, oh, you hate cops. Tell me about that.
Man, that statement is.
Tell me about that. No, for real. Like, tell me about that. Why? Why do you hate cops?
Need some thought behind
Because
that.
from what I know about you, you grew up in a nice suburb. Have you ever been approached by a cop? Yeah, it would tell us to be quiet. Okay. Have you actually been detained by a cop, handcuffed, sat on the ground, back of a police car, had a gun pointed at you by a cop? Any of those things?
You don't hate cops. You hate the idea of hating cops. I mean, you like the idea.
Yeah,
you love the idea of hating
does
cops.
That make you feel dangerous? Make you feel cool? Like, you probably wave to cops when they drive by, right? Maybe, right? Like, I don't understand.
I do.
But look.
I'm trying to keep my good.
Okay. But that's my point. That's my point. I grew up in a world where, like, I was more worried about the police than I was the local gangs. Because I can go be friends with the local gang to where I'm good walking around. Right? When I see the cops, I'm like, oh, he might come fuck with me, which happened to me. I've been detained. I've been sat on the ground. I've been in handcuffs. I've had them, I was walking over to go get food and had them spread my food all over the sidewalk because they didn't care that I just bought that.
What kind of food you had?
I had Tom's Juniors.
Ooh.
Yeah, or some fries and
Chili
stuff.
cheeseburger?
No, not that day. Thank God. I've been even more mad.
Ooh,
yeah, but like I've done that. I've been threatened to go to jail. I've had them stop me while I'm on the way to work. I was working at Pepsi and detain me to ask me questions about where I was at a specific time. Like, I was at work. Like, what you mean you're at work? I'm pointing to my shirt, or like telling him to look at my shirt because I'm in handcuffs. I'm like, I work at Pepsi. I've been at work the last 10 hours. That's where I've been. You want to call my boss? So I've gone through things like that in my 20s to where I could hate cops, and I don't. I moved to South Orange County, learned to wave to my neighbors, learned to be happy about my neighborhood, know that Mr. Officer out there is probably taking care of the neighborhood, because 9 times out of 10 there are, right? Every job has bad people.
Yeah, but why was it even so bad in your neighborhood? That's what I'm trying to understand. Because of the gang?
It's a war, right? It goes back further than me, you, probably even your parents, right? Like LA, and it started from a very bad place, granted, which is why that sentiment used to exist, or does exist, where, some of the cops were racist, right? But like, if you didn't grow up in that world, if you grew up in a small town, like, and that's not going on, why do you hate cops? Don't let you be white, in a suburb, growing up in a nice town, and all, you got the cops roadblocking the street so the kids can skate by, or because you guys are having where I was living in Mission Viejo for 10 years, they would literally block off the street because they're going to have a 4th of July party for everyone in the city to come to.
Having a good time.
And they blocked off the street to make sure everybody was safe. And they come rolling down the street and they go, hey guys, the bus is going to come by to come pick you guys up. You guys need anything? No. Okay. Happy 4th of July. Like, it was great.
Living your best life.
Living your best life. So why would you hate cops? You didn't live that life. It makes zero sense. Right? But because someone told you, oh, because I'm gay or whatever, or I'm this or I'm that, or I'm black, that all cops are this or that.
Yeah, I got a few friends that are cops. People I went to school with.
So,
do I think there's some bad cops out there for sure?
There are bad cops out there.
There's bad cops.
They're bad everything in every.
Exactly. But
bad bartenders. I've run into them. You know what I mean? They're bad business owners. They're bad whatever.
No
like,
comment.
So my point is, if you feed into that echo chamber and you sit there long enough, you're going to believe things that are not true because perception is reality. Right? So, I mean, I don't know. There's too many cases of these things going on now. There was a kid, and, you know, I'm going to be careful because this is someone that my daughter knew. A young child killed himself last year. I believe it was last year. And, you know, my daughter wasn't close to him, but they were in a class together. So she knew who he was. And she told me about it. We dealt with it. It was fine. She had already moved schools, so she was a little distant from that person. And I have been sharing certain things with my daughter just to help her learn to navigate the world. So, a report came out about the details of this child, and found out he was leaning on AI and ChatGPT.
Oh man.
To talk, you know, so he can talk about, yeah. So, but what I'm saying is, like, he went through all that and disconnected from his parents. And for some reason, trusted AI more than he trusted talking to a family member, a friend, a relative about how he was feeling. And AI actually instructed him, hey, because he was like, oh, maybe I'll leave the noose on my bed for somebody to find. And AI told him something like, I don't know, it's better if they find your body here than the noose. Don't leave the noose there.
Nah, for real, like, I gotta see now. I gotta go.
You know what I mean? So that's where we are. Where people.
So where did it start though? Would it start with the parents? Did he have any siblings?
I don't know if he has siblings.
Did he have any friends?
Yeah, apparently so. I was told he was one of the more popular kids in school.
Wow.
Or pretty popular, or, you know, pretty normal. But I really believe, like, watch your kids, man. Don't let them sit there for hours on the internet.
We can't go past that one.
On these Discord channels, on these video games. Make them go outside.
And that's what me and Summer are big on. Like, technology, man, like sitting in front of a game. And I played games growing up, but I always had to touch reality just because I naturally had to go out. Like, I naturally played with friends. We rode bikes. Of course, we gamed and stuff. Like, I had Nintendo 64, but now with this new generation, I'm not blaming on the parents, but it's so much easier to pass your child off to the iPad or to the video game or to the TV so you can get some peace of mind.
Well, you think nothing's going on, right? Because the thing is, technology has surpassed the thought processes of humans, right? So back in the day, if you left me alone to play a video game,
it was just a video game.
You knew what I was doing. Yeah. Oh, he's playing Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
Or Sonic the Hedgehog or whatever, right?
Need that, yeah.
There's nothing to do besides play the game that's in front of you.
I think even that, though. Now,
it's connected to the internet. You're online with people in a chat room, on a chat board, or people that are talking to you and you know, experiencing the game with you. You know, your child could be 9 and be in the chat room with someone who's 16 playing with that person, right? Like, there's a lot going on there. Now the internet is attached to your Xbox or PlayStation, right? Like, if you're not watching out, your kid can download apps.
I put them blocks.
Like, if your kid says, "Oh, mom, like, my friends, we all talk on Discord. Can I download Discord?" Who are the friends? Oh, me, so and so and so and so. Oh yeah, I know them. That's fine. But you didn't even see what chat rooms they're creating or what groups are they becoming a part of.
Yep.
See what I'm saying? Like, and you don't have time for that. And every time you look, like, oh, that's Discord. Oh, that's so and so. Okay, that's fine.
Well, yeah, that's parents that don't know about that side. I mean, of course, we're educated.
You're going to be a little more educated about that because you're of a certain age.
People my age, you know, I'm about to say, I be on Discord with my brother,
right?
You know, for all purposes intended. And so, yeah, you're 100% correct.
But it's always going to be that. There's always going to be a generational gap. At some point, whatever your daughter's into, you're not going to be up on that. As you might be better than your parent was.
I'm gonna be locked in.
Okay. I'm telling you.
They can't get me.
That's what I said too.
They ain't got you.
Dude. So, okay.
You locked in?
I'm locked in, right? I'm locked in. I would like to think that I've done, in that regard, I'm more aware and a part of my kids' lives than my parents were with me. I think that's pretty true.
But you still think they're stunting that?
Was I able to stop my kids from watching Charlie Kirk get murdered?
Well, no, that's different though.
That's not different.
That is different.
They were able to.
That had there were elements at play that you couldn't do nothing about unless you want to homeschool your kids.
That's the point.
I'm not saying. That's what I'm saying. You gotta be okay with a little bit of exposure as a parent.
I mean, that's the worst kind of exposure.
100%. But that's the game we play. Unfortunately, that is the game we play. I'm not gonna lie to you. Now, when it comes to like you've done the best jobs you can do, in my opinion. Like you go to, bro, you come on. As a parent, you learn the most about the world at your school. You know that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and that's why a lot of parents have their kids either homeschool or private school.
There are specific things. Come on, we all know this, right? Like your child, if they ain't hear it at home, I don't care how straight laced you are or whatever, we don't curse in my house. You know, by the time your kid turn about 7 or 8, they done heard their first cuss word at school. Yeah. If they didn't hear it at home, which they probably heard it at home because that's just what it is. But
they definitely heard it at home,
right? But like, let's play that role. Like, oh, we don't cuss in this house. Yeah, someone does. Grandma, grandpa, somebody does. This is what it is, right?
That's what I'm saying.
So you teach your kid what to do with that, right? But there are going to be things you know. There's going to be conversations that you won't be privy to at some point in your kid's life, and you do the best you can, and so no, you can't hold on to your kids forever. And that's your point. I get that, but I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna act like I got all the answers because I'm in front of a microphone, but this is a scary time.
No, we're just talking from our honest opinion, like our honest perspective. Me as a parent, I'm taking a little bit of my parents' model, but I'm also old enough and mature enough and smart enough to know that everything they did was not necessarily to benefit me or my future, my kids and their future. And so how you adjust and how you pivot with that information is totally up to you. I.e., my parents, they were more lax as I got older on the bedtime, you know what I mean? They weren't like, my parents basically weren't like over my shoulder. If I had good grades, it was like, all right, he doing what he needed to do.
I'm like that with Haley right now.
But
I don't care what time she goes to bed.
To that, I'm gonna have to draw a little bit of a line. Like I was a little wild with it.
Okay.
I ain't gonna go into detail. But I was wilding out with the freedom a little bit.
Right.
And so was I responsible? Really not really.
Okay.
Like I was where I needed to be and I did what I needed to do, but I shouldn't have been doing what I was doing. If that makes sense. Like I didn't have no business.
So let me challenge you there. Is that something you think you can hold? I'm going to use the word loosely because I don't mean it like that, but is that something you feel you can hold your parents accountable for? Or do you think you old enough to where the reason why they took their hands off of it was because that was something that at that point you should be accountable for?
No, I think it was like, we got to let him figure this one out type, and which is fine. But what I'm saying is I'm gonna go based off of how I see my child's growth.
Right.
Let me say that. They have to show me.
Well, then you was manipulative because you showed them that you can handle
a little bit. And then he gonna have to, that's what I'm saying, he gonna have to show me tenfold because I know how I was.
Right.
Like I was in youth choir, 3.5.
Yeah. But if that's the case, my daughter should be under lock and key.
Yeah?
Yeah. You know what I was doing at her age at 16?
Well, that's
don't go find none of my old friends.
That's you.
Don't go find none of my old friends, bro. Because I was doing the most at 16 because all my friends were 4 to 6 years older than me.
That's different though. Once again,
like by the time I was her age, I was already on weekends hanging out in college campuses.
Well, I ain't never did that. Nah, you was turning up.
I was doing too much.
Yeah, you was turning up
because I could at that time, right? Yeah. So but same thing. It starts with, what is that kid showing you? Is there a sense of responsibility? Is there a sense of ownership? My daughter's done all that. My daughter works. You know what I mean? Like she's doing a lot. So no, and sometimes I get up in the middle of the night at 1 a.m., 1:30, whatever. It's good. I'm like that. I sometimes check the perimeter of the home before I really, really settle down. Don't nobody know what time I do that. It could be any time of the day.
We'll be paranoid.
And
I feel you.
I could see her room lights on, or I could hear her on the phone sometimes every blue moon.
Hey, you like.
And I'm like, okay. And sometimes she'll walk out into the living room because she's like doing whatever she's doing. And I look at her, I go, okay. And she looks at me, she's okay, Dad. I'm like,
okay.
Yeah. So when I get up at 6 and your ass ain't up for school. Okay. Right. And so she knows better. And she's always up on time. There has not been a time since my daughter was 12 years old that I've had to be on her about her punctualness at going to school or doing her homework or any of it, And I told her, I was like, there are things beyond those things that you need to be careful for. And I even tell her about just getting a good night's rest and what that does for your body, right? And
nobody trying to hear that at 16.
No, you're not, but you need to know it.
Trying to hear that. Yeah, facts. You need the knowledge because when it's time for you to realize you really need sleep,
right?
You be about 20, 30 years old.
Right.
And you're like, you've been telling me I need
some of these
rest.
nuggets I drop ain't for today.
Yeah, no facts.
Right?
You always give them free game.
So I'm gonna let you have that, but at the same time, I also let my kids know that at some point there are gonna be certain things that's on you. If you go fuck up, that's on you. You're gonna have to pay those consequences. I'm not gonna answer for that. That's on you. You old enough. I done already gave you enough tools to deal with that. So if you choose to make a different decision, I'm not a part of that. I'm not about to come get you. I'm not about to help you. Like, you're going to deal with that. I think that's important. That's critically important. And I mean, and even with this person who supposedly was the one that pulled the trigger, people went looking for his mama on Facebook.
Who?
The guy that supposedly shot Charlie Kirk.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Like,
right? Like,
I did see something that said, oh yeah, his mom. What did it say? What did it say? Oh yeah, his mom is Republican. Apple don't fall from the tree, and they put in parentheses, and she's Christian. And so, like, what is that even? Like, what are we do? Like, why are you doing all that?
This whole,
like, why are we doing all that though?
I don't know. Like, again, I don't know
I
don't know what's going on, bro. Because like all of a sudden, it's like, oh, I bet the left did it. I bet the left did it. I bet this. I bet that. And I go, why are we doing that? Why are we just like literally like? It's so funny, like the United States of America, we're not that. We're not united. It's always left right shit. Like I don't even get it. Like
my rule.
Even the president. Oh, the left did, and I'm like, why? No, a person did this. Go get that person, and if there's a group of people, then identify that group because it ain't just people on the left or whatever. Even though they might share certain sentiments, like if we did that with anything else, we'd be like, that's incorrect. That's wrong.
It's even wrong to be in the middle now.
Yeah, you have to pick a side.
No, how me and you try to structure this podcast, how we try to raise the bar, how we try to force people to formulate their own opinions, how we try to come from it from a neutral standpoint. In a lot of people's mind, bro, we the problem.
Oh yeah, I know.
Because we didn't choose, like, we're not choosing a side.
Right. I know.
We're choosing to think.
Look, when I told I told Jen, like this kind of worried Jen. I told her, I said, hey, we're going to probably address this topic. And I really don't know how we're going to address it or whatever. And, even before I posted that post,
which was
the day Charlie Kirk died, I was like, I got to talk to Gervais first before I do that.
Smooth.
So I already know that, but, and then she was like, are you worried? And I worry about what? She was like, well, people just shot Charlie Kirk just because of what he believed.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, we ain't that.
We ain't that at all.
One. Two.
I don't know. They might get rid of us for being too neutral.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So to go along with what you're saying. So, but I mean, hey man, if you don't die for what you stand for, then what do you do with your life? right? Like in my eyes, like if you can't stand up for what you believe in, I'm not saying you need to kill people. I'm not saying you need to be hurtful, but if you can't freely in America, if you can't freely believe what you believe without infringing on others, then what are we doing? Right? Like, I don't believe Charlie Kirk deserved to be shot in public like that, like an animal. I don't believe that. So I'm going to say that. I don't know about his politics all the way. I don't know about every single sentence that's ever come out of his mouth, but I know celebrating what happened to him is wrong. And I'm going to say that. And if someone comes for me, I hope you're ready, which I know no one's coming for me. Mm-hmm. So whatever, I'm talking, but
no, you're fine.
But I'm serious though. Like, it's just that. Like, I'm too old for this shit.
When it goes back to you saying, you know, why though? Why is that the case now? Why can't we get to a point where we just understand things where everybody's on the same page?
But why are we so threatened because someone thinks something different? Like, this is not Hitler. We're not talking about Hitler or Saddam Hussein or anybody that's actually done something to people. That's not even what we're talking about.
I don't know, man.
Like, help me understand. Someone help me understand if that's your stance.
We feel deeply these days.
You should.
We feel deeply.
You should. No, I celebrate that.
I'm saying that in a negative context.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, we feel deeply these days. Like the feelings, boy, is like.
But why is it we can't regulate our emotions? So if I feel something deeply, I should just shoot people?
Like, we feel deeply. I'm leaving it at that. We feel deeply. Like, we can't even when and you know my policy, even when I'm at work, you know, don't come to me talking about no crazy mess at work, you know, especially when you're under the influence.
Right.
I done served you 3 old fashioned.
That's when people want to talk, though.
I know. And they try to pull me in this past weekend about, you know, the Charlie Kirk, you know what I mean?
We ain't here for that.
And they change. Listen, you can't pull me. They try to sway me. You know, they try to talk in a way to make me agree with both sides, right?
Right.
You know, and I'm like, oh yeah, but I'm good. Like, you like football? Like, I'm not on that. Like,
right.
So it's and, you know, after a while, people start to realize, like, oh yeah, Trevay, you're not about to get nothing up out of me, and you're not about to make me just blindly agree with nothing you talking about. Especially coming from my background, Southern Baptist.
I like how people just expect you to agree just because maybe, you know, you're in the same place with them, or you happen to be the same religion, or they know you're the same political ideology, or you happen to be the same race. No, like, so you just think I blindly agree with everything you say, right?
And
that's why I like friends I could tell no. Which is why you and I are friends, because like we argue all day about stuff.
For sure. We definitely argue. But that's fine though. That's fine. And I think like we like, to your point, you know, we have lost that touch. I think we disagree with somebody and that's it. Like, you don't want to talk to that person no more. And I beg to differ. Now there are some non-negotiables.
There are non-negotiables.
There's non-negotiables, and we went over those. We talked about on the past podcast. But like, come on, bro. Like, have enough heart to have a conversation and get over it. Like, have the heart. Now, once again, I'm not doing that in my business hours. Like, that's not a spit. Like, no, you're not about to catch me.
Well, that's just dumb.
That you messing up. No, that's not for, like, that's messing up the business.
Yeah.
Now. I got to keep the business clean.
Yeah.
For sure. And so for me, it's like, this is what I'll say. This is what I'll say. You never judge a book by its cover. And everybody has the right to freely think and speak in this country. Everybody, right? Everybody. Now, with the feelings, boy, people done went overboard.
What do you mean by that?
With the feelings, boy, like when I said people feel differently.
Oh, okay.
I said you can speak and think freely in this country, but I'm saying the feelings have also gone overboard. So like how we feel has taken over our actual natural response to things.
Somehow we feel like if you feel something, you have a right
to express it.
To as violent as that may be. It's really interesting. Right.
I wish we had a camera right now so I can see what the hell I'm doing.
I know. And you see how I'm not even moving. But yeah.
That's what I'm just saying. Like, it's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy. This whole thing.
To be threatened by words like that. And that's what tells me we've gone, a bridge too far in some kind of ways. And what is that? Is that because we don't force kids outside anymore? I don't know, bro. Because there used to be consequences for this type of shit.
When did it happen? Give me a time.
The 2010s.
What year?
The 2010s. The 2010s.
Nah, the 2010s is still good to me.
Yeah, because you was a baby running around.
2010 is still good to me. 2010. I think it happened after COVID.
I think COVID was a big catapult. Listen. Yes, I do think COVID was forcing us in the house like that. It justified being in the house like, yeah.
So after COVID, I'm not blaming it, but once again, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I'm telling you, there's somebody that thinks higher than we think. Not as high as God, of course, but come on, getting people indoors on their technology, reinforcing bad habits.
But it made it okay.
On the phone, everybody's looking at the news every day. It became a habit, is what happened. And I think that brings us back around to what we had experienced last Wednesday. It's so normalized now to see that type of stuff on TV since COVID. You got to understand, people like me and you that during COVID, don't get me wrong, I was turning up, but I still went out for walks. I didn't lose my touch reality. We struggled with everything that was going on.
Right.
But people that literally just stayed in, and it was like, see, now everybody get it. It's not that bad.
But I was saying this during COVID. I was saying it's funny to me how they give out information. And I'm not saying that everyone who decided to just say, fuck COVID was right. But to just swallow certain information, and they use fear and what was going on with the world to see how we would process what was going on. And I saw people doing the most. I knew right away, once they said, hey, this thing isn't just floating in the air. It's from person to person. Right? Like, it's not like if you go outside, it's like just in the air. So I said, oh, okay. So if I go outside and I stay away from people, I'm safe. This is not just in our environment. No, it's not. Oh, we going outside. I took my kids to the park. I took my kids on a scenic drive to get out of the house. We would do that. We would just drive down PCH somewhere. I would drive, in Orange County. Right? Well, other people would just refuse to leave the house. People would be in the car by themselves.
No, I was outside every day.
People was in the car by themselves with masks on. I'm like, are you protecting yourself from yourself?
You about to die.
Like, what are you doing?
About to suffocate.
If you're in a car with somebody, I understand. Do whatever you got to do, whatever you feel is necessary. If you're around people, do whatever you feel is necessary. But you by yourself, right? There are people walking around outside, no one around them at all. Just me and you on the street. I'm across the street, across a boulevard, and there you are with a mask on.
Why? That was California.
Right? Yeah.
South Carolina, we were getting down.
Okay. So, that's what was happening out here. So I saw people, I say all that to say, I really feel like they take these scenarios and they see what kind of compliance we going to get out of it. How are we going to get people to just do the most?
Who is we, damn it? Who's doing it? Who's calling the shot?
I don't know. I'm just calling what I see. You tell me who they are.
I don't know.
All I know is we keep going a certain way, and it's not for us to be individual thinkers anymore. It's not. It's this group. That's what I'm speaking to. Y'all can go down a rabbit hole and try to figure out who they are. All I'm saying is I'm seeing culture go from intelligent people to people who just sit behind a keyboard.
No, they think other people's thoughts.
Right. And wherever they think they fit in from sitting inside and learning something about something and say, that's me. That's what they're doing. No one's being an individual thinker anymore. Liar.
I be in them comment sections too.
That's what worries me.
And you can't be a boss. I heard somebody say it, and I don't care what nobody thinks about this. You can't be a boss if you're in the comment section. You can't be an individual thinker if you're always in the comment section. No disrespect to nobody. Trust me. But real bosses don't read comments. They make them. I mean, they create captions.
Yeah.
They don't read comments, bro. Real talk. And so on the flip side coin of that, I gotta be better. I ain't gonna lie.
We all gotta be better. That's what I'm learning about me too.
I gotta be better.
Cause you know what? When I saw that for the fourth time,
The comment section's so weak.
and then I went through the comments, I actually got upset. I got upset. And then Jen and I both woke up the next day, and you could tell we was visibly upset. And she called me, and you know, she was like, "I'm feeling a certain way." She was on her way to work, and that was right after I got off the phone with you. She was having a hard time. I was having a hard time. I'm like, yeah, I'm on this extended walk. I'm not really happy right now. And I realized it's because not only did I visually see that murder, not only did I realize at that point my kids had seen it, I realized it was a road too far for me, and now it affected me.
Yeah.
It affected my happiness.
And you ain't like that.
Yeah, it affected how I felt about the world. And I'm like, this is the point. This is the point. This is not, you could go your whole life. You did not need to see, like within that short period of time. Let me tell you what I saw within the last 7 to 10 days. I saw that young lady get stabbed on a train. I saw a person be beheaded. And I saw Charlie Kirk.
Who got beheaded?
Some dude got beheaded in a parking lot. Head kicked down the street.
You lying.
I swear to you.
Where at?
I don't know. Fuck if I know. It didn't matter. The algorithm didn't tell me. It just showed it to me. I was like,
you
fuck.
Find a better algorithm.
Man, I'm about to abandon RTB in Instagram. Somebody else gonna have to run it.
You be too curious on that.
You get down a rabbit hole because I mean, a part of what we're doing is like to get to, you know, to bring attention
for y'all listening.
To bring attention is sometimes I gotta watch stuff and then like find something to comment on. So I'm scrolling a little bit.
He don't have to watch y'all. He secretly like it.
Man, you know, you secretly do. You secretly do. You're like, ooh, what's this? Ooh, what's this? This is fun.
And to that shit give you something for real.
Yeah. but there's been times I'm like Jen sees me sometimes. I'm sitting there and I'm like, what the hell am I still doing here? I'm still sitting down in the same place, you know? I'm like, I got shit to do. Like your brain wants to hook in, you know what I mean?
No, I know what you mean.
Yeah, I'm like,
how we doing though? I said we gotta be better.
Yeah. No, we all gotta be better. I gotta personally for myself, I need more accountability. I need to continue to do more.
But that's for work though. Don't get too accountable. No, see, that's the rub. It starts as work. How it end up though? That's pleasure.
When did I stop looking for something to comment on and now I'm just being entertained? They good at what they do. They get your boy sometimes.
Yeah, I told myself I put my phone down this morning. I put my junk down. Bruh, it's bad. Like I say, I'm coming truth. I be on the road. Swipe. Yeah. And I was like, I'm looking, bruh.
Too much, yeah.
I'm driving. My son on the way to school. My daughter back there half asleep. And I'm driving like this.
Yeah.
8 o'clock in the morning.
Yep. Yeah, what you can't miss? What you can't miss to get me on the road? I know, I get it. I've done it.
What we doing, bro?
Yeah, we got to be better. We got to disconnect and reconnect to the real world.
Touch some grass.
Yeah, fuck this Matrix shit.
Red pill or blue pill? I took the red pill.
Can't take both.
No, because I don't know. I don't even know if I want to wake up to the real world.
Which is which? Which one says you were in the real world?
I believe the blue pill.
I always forget. The
blue pill woke you out of the Matrix.
Okay. So you'd rather be in the Matrix?
I'd rather stay in the Matrix. Man, because I'm going to be real with you. If we talking solely out the movie?
I'm going to ask you. Depending on what day it is. You guess me on a good one.
Bro, that's what I'm talking. Listen. Hold on, give me 1 second.
Yeah, Google that. Google that. Red pill or blue pill?
Refers to the red pill. Yeah, like I said. Blissful ignorance is a blue pill.
Okay.
Uncomfortable accepting the truth is a red pill. There's a certain thing about ignorance, though.
Ignorance is bliss and so on and so on?
But listen to me. Hear me out when I say this. The reason I said I ain't trying to go to that real world, if we going off the movie, But them sons had stuff attached to their back of their head. They didn't know their next meal was gonna be.
Right.
They were living. Monsters were coming to hunt them down. That's a dramatic change coming about the Matrix now. If you ain't Neo, you really ain't talking about nothing.
Yeah.
If you ain't Neo, you ain't talking about nothing.
Yeah, if you ain't on that team, you just living your regular life. Yeah.
You just a regular cat.
Yep. You're not doing nothing special. You're not living in, yep.
Don't get me wrong. I get the idea of the red pill.
Right.
Wake up.
Right.
Be yourself.
Would you rather own your life and like fight the good fight?
I would. But once again, if I'm a millionaire.
But there's a part of you that says, if I'm getting steak, lobster, and shrimp.
Off the blue pill.
You might want to stay.
And the family good.
And the family good.
I don't know.
But that's it. But that's exactly that's the rub. That is the rub.
I'm looking at the pill. That blue pill look tasty.
Look like some NyQuil.
That Dayquil don't never do the job.
Dayquil.
No. I would take the red pill. I know that's the right answer. That's just like going to the gym 5 days a week when you know you need to. That's just like reading the book you say you're going to finish. That's just like sticking to your itinerary that you need to stick to.
I would like to think that most of us, though, if I'm being serious, I think you could catch almost somebody if you put them in that exact predicament. Like, you're not just a regular person. Let's say you live in your ideal dream life. You got the woman you want or the man you want. You got the family you want or the lack of family that you want, whatever lifestyle it is that you crave. You know, you ain't hurting from nothing. You have an excess of everything you like. You look the way you want, all those things. And if you can maintain that or be woken up to the real world where you actually, will have a sense of ownership and you have, and you'll be able to fight for a proper life, which would you rather? I think honestly, depending on the day of the week and what you offer somebody, that's the dance with the devil they talk about. And how much of that could actually be applied to the world we live in now? That's interesting. Because it's not so grandiose, right? Like, we get away from all the crazy shit, right? If you actually really talk about that and go, okay, well, how much do you really want to know about how the world really works or how our government really works?
I don't want to know that much. That's what I know.
But you just want your piece of the pie, right? You want to raise your family. You want to do well. You want to make your money. So you can keep that over there. But what about that? Just keeping the status quo. You don't know how much of that is limiting to you.
Do you think it's possible to grow financially, grow your network without being exposed to more of the world?
I think there are levels to it.
You get what I'm saying?
People you and I mostly know, like, those are all attainable for me and you, right? And then there are going to be people on the higher level that you don't know. You don't know their names. You don't know what they look like. Like, honestly, that probably comes with a different price. But I don't know if it's all bad or not. But
we know them, but we don't know what they know.
Yeah.
We might, like at my work, I meet some smooth cats now.
Yeah. There's a saying in the song.
With some bread.
There's a saying in the song. It's by Bone Thugs and Harmony. If there's something you couldn't give up, would you give it up for the thing you want?
No. It all got to come with me. I don't want nothing that bad that I ain't willing to just work for. There's always, and that's the thing, there's always that, what are you willing to give up? What's the sacrifice, right?
But sometimes you don't know what the sacrifice is until you already accepted the offer.
Well, that's horrible.
That's horrible, but it seems to be a truth.
But most sacrifices are easy. We talking about on a simple level with that statement. Mm-hmm. Are you willing to give up alcohol to lose weight? Are you willing to?
Okay, so you want to be simple. The answer for most people is probably no, until something forces them into that.
You feel me? Like, so I can't necessarily say no when we say that, because at a certain point, sometimes your brain needs time to catch up to what's going on. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you can't necessarily process the world going on around you.
So what happens when you're running out of time, though? You haven't caught up that you need to give up alcohol to be healthier or lessen your alcohol.
Man, I hope that it don't take you 50 years to figure out you need Take a break.
But what if you ain't got 50 years? What if you got 2 years before your body shuts down? We all have something in our lives that's like that we're not sacrificing properly enough because of a lack of awareness or choosing ignorance. You chose to stay in the matrix. Right? So what is that?
I know how to manipulate the matrix, man. I'm Neo. You ain't about to tell me, nah, seriously. I get what you're saying. Like,
you can't master it all. You can only, this is why we go to churches, and then why we talk to friends. Isn't this why
coping mechanism?
Yeah. Isn't this why even you have a spouse, right? To sometimes help you look at yourself. Like, how many times, I mean, you know, I'm pretty sure you have moments where you could be like, yup, I woke up and Summer was like, Trevay, you really need to not do that. And then you have to sit there and look and be like, yeah, you know what? You right.
Nah, I be gaslight. I'm just playing. I'm playing, baby. I'm playing, baby.
Right? Because I know that happens to me. Sometimes, like, I will get yanked to the side and be like, you really need to consider this.
Them conversations be hurting, though. On a sidebar.
Yeah.
And they always want to talk about it early in the morning.
Bro, so again.
Or late at night.
So it don't matter, though, bro. Because you know what? At least they had the respect to do it then. Then in front of the kids, in front of your friends. So... But I actually had it written down as a part of my notes. I'm pulling it up, which, you know, goes into this whole Charlie Kirk thing, which this is why it is. He lost his life behind it. But look, first thing I wrote, tough convos are important. Tough convos are important. They hurt. They hurt. Nobody wants their woman to be like, you fucking up. No one wants to tell their woman, you fucking up. No one wants to do that. Or tell a loved one, or any of it. And no one wants to say, I'm hurt behind something that's embarrassing for me, and I need to talk about that. No one wants to do that. But guess what? The people that do it usually end up on the other side of things and end up happier, healthier, with a new lease on life.
Oh, yeah. Once you go through it, that's anything, I think. I think you just got to suck it up and work it out.
Right.
Whether it's staying up till 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning with your spouse.
But I hear you. Like,
you know
I hate that. I hate that you about to relax and all of a sudden it's like, we need to talk. And you like, fuck. I should have went to sleep 20 minutes ago.
Nah, I'd be like, damn, where my whiskey at? She about to go in.
Which is never usually that late. I'm being dramatic a little bit, but like, you know, with us, like we usually, I don't know, I like to hope, and it's not always perfect, but I think her and I have found,
I think I got it mastered,
a logical way to talk things out sometimes. And even when they get heated, I think the thing about her and I is, I don't know if it's, you know, you believe in signs and stuff, but we're both Tauruses. So like when we're great, it's great. It's like, you know, like you with your best friend ever in life, bro. But when it gets ugly, like, she willing to die and bring all the tanks and soldiers and so on.
You got me effed up.
Yeah, it could get, and like we both will be at a standstill. They're like, you apologize. No, I ain't apologize. You apologize.
So listen,
and we would stand there and be like, I'll die on this hill. And we just be like, why did we do that? Like, so stupid.
It's a serious thing though.
Yeah.
It's a serious thing. And I'll say this, what's helped me, and I'm still getting better at it, don't get me wrong, but what's gonna help me, bro, is now when I know it's something that bothers my wife, and you know, y'all out there, you might call me soft. You know, you might say I'm losing a little bit of my masculinity, or more, I meet her on the forefront. Like an issue that I feel that I think is gonna be brought up, I'm addressing it right then and there. Like if I feel in my spirit it's gonna come back up, or this is something that's deeper, or it's going to bring up something deeper, I'm either immediately asking her what's on your mind, or I'm going, I'm sorry, what can we do to work through this? In that moment, I'm not letting know, and she might be irritated, she might be frustrated, she might not want to talk about it, but I have to start the cycle, right? There's a cycle when you are having a discussion with any individual, right? There's the loading phase, right? Where you give the information and you start to feel however you feel about it. Then there is, how do I address it? Then there's, where do we go from here, right? So addressing it is the hardest part. Right? That's what sitting in your thoughts is actually easy.
Yeah.
Sitting in your thoughts is what ruined marriages. Sitting in your thoughts is why friends...
that's the cowardice in it, yeah.
Sitting in your thoughts is how friendships end.
Yeah.
I've learned that I'm okay. I can sit with stuff a lot longer than most people.
Yep. So can I.
And that's not good.
That's not good.
So...
Actually, I know how to like not even sit with it. I can just dismiss it.
I know how to delete it.
Yeah, I can just move on.
That's what I'm saying. But also, that's not good for our health neither.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you're not learning to master relationships because not like you're asking people to be perfect. That's stupid.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, we done came to a point where me and you like, oh, that's how they feel? I'll bet.
Yep. I do that to strangers.
That's not good.
That's fine. I can't do that to friends. That's why I don't befriend people. Unless I can really be friends with you, I'm not going to be friends with you.
Because, bro, after that build up for a certain time, it's like, I see how you feel. I see how you moving.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so what I'll say is now I'm like, I address it and I just got to be okay with whatever the heat that come with it.
Right.
Like, I got to be okay with that.
Right.
Like, I can't go huffing and puffing and why you want to talk about this now? No, whatever smoke.
Whatever happens, it's worth it at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it's worse if you leave it. Yeah.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And how we work through it, that's how we work through it.
Yeah.
That's what I've been rolling with.
Mm-hmm.
And bro, I'll be real with you. It's been smooth in this household.
Yeah.
It's been smooth.
I got to be better at, I'm really good at addressing things when they need to in my house right away. I think my work is I got to learn to be softer about it. I'm a little rigid. I'm a little black and white.
Say that a little louder.
I need to learn to be a little softer.
Okay.
You know, I do.
Man.
I do.
There's a way that we can lead, man. There's a way that men can lead without being a dictator, without being a...
Yeah. It's not even a dictator. Like,
There's a way to lead.
It's not
bro.
that. It's probably not what you're thinking. It's more so like... There's certain things when certain things happen.
It's a pace, bro. It's a pace.
Yeah. Well, there's certain things when certain things happen. It's just it is what it is, right? And like I'm very like this happened between me and you. This is how I feel, and it shouldn't have happened, right? And then we're gonna talk about that very candidly. You know what I mean? And like I don't really care about your reasoning so much that like let's correct it. And then for some people, the reasoning is important, even though I'm like. The reasoning is more of an excuse than it is an actual reason. It makes you feel better about what you did. And I'm not here to make you feel better about what you did. I'm here to say, let's grow from it.
Let's be better.
Right. But like, that's rigid. Like most people need that. And I'm not always there for that. And I just need to realize that I can be better at that for all the members of my household. That's my flaw.
I don't think that's a flaw though.
I think it can be. I think it can because I think while I know like I'm probably technically correct, right? And I'm saying that with quotes in the air, but I think that's not the human condition for most people. Most people need to explain. Most people need to feel like
some people need better conditions.
That's true. But you got to meet them halfway. You know what I mean? Like I don't feel
that's
like
selfish.
Yeah, I feel like it's rigid, bro. Like it's rigid. Like you got to be able to hear people, even if that's like not what the part of it that you need to hear. They need to say it, and that's okay sometimes.
Man, being a master relationship is hard, ain't it?
Yeah, I don't think there's such a thing as a master, though. I think we're always learning.
No, we always learning, but I'm telling you, the more experience you got, the greater you are.
Yeah. And everybody's different. Like you can't approach every relationship like, oh, I figured it out. Like that's not how it works.
Some people are unreasonable though.
Yeah.
When it goes beyond reason is when you lose me.
Yeah.
You got to stay within reason and fact.
Yeah.
If we're losing the reason and the fact.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't expend my energy with certain people. That's why I said it's certain, like I could deal with you. First of all, like I'm very neutral politically. I'm a right and wrong kind of person. I really don't give a fuck how you vote. So like I could be friends with you on both sides of the fence. I could see the value of people on both sides of the fence. You know, most things I can approach like that. I have strong opinions on certain things.
Yep.
And I have friends that I think like, you know how people don't ask you everything. I think if some friends, if you ask me certain things, they might be shocked at my answer because they just never asked me that. And that's always fun for me because people will ask me like, oh, we know Rod always has a crazy take. Let me ask him. And then they think they know what I'm going to say. And they're like, oh, that's not what I expected from you. But what did you expect? That's always fun for me.
I think they stereotype it.
Maybe. But people think they know you.
Honestly.
You know
exactly.
what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So
they think they can guess what's going to come up out your mouth.
Yeah.
Which is funny. I like to think I'm the same way. I just roll with it though.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay.
So I like friends who like to roll with that. You know, so I've kind of tried to learn to find those people.
That about you. I ain't never trying to guess. I already know you going to say something off the wall. Or, not off the wall, but something that's just outside of the norm. A good thing though, right? Your own thought.
Right.
But it's like, that's how this whole thing started.
Yeah.
First of all, this whole podcast, conversations outside of the norm.
Right.
And so it's like, I like looking at people look at you talk. Like when we be at a bar, I be like, got you.
Yeah. It's always in there somewhere.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I live for that. Like, I will talk for an hour just for that one moment.
You're like, what? Huh?
Like, what? Why do you think that? Where'd that come from? Yeah.
And I love it.
It's always something. If it's not sports, it's something. I'm gonna get somebody somewhere.
But I will say this, man. It's I find it enjoyable, and that goes back to once again being able to, and we coming back around full circle now. We've been killing it. Being able to have a conversation,
yeah,
and at least hear somebody out, either whether you agree with it or disagree with it.
Right. I mean, because everyone has their own way of doing it, and we're all not in the we have just different life experiences, man. Like, you know, and you'll find similarities, and maybe the similarities like, oh, like you still have your mom and dad. Oh, I still got my mom and dad, or we're both of the same culture, or whatever. But
and then there's a split.
Then there's a split somewhere. There's always something.
What?
Yeah.
You believe in what?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't think we can be friends no more. But what about the other 10 things that we love about each other?
Right.
Yeah, but that one right there does not work for me.
Yeah, there's always those big things. That's kind of important.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I think that's fair.
That's why I like to keep it light. Let's not dive into you seem like a great person. Let's keep it at that.
Well, it's like anything else, right? Like when you date and you don't see a girl and be like, girl, I'm going to marry you right now. Like you're going to date. And the first few dates are just fun.
Listen.
And you slowly talk about the important stuff and see where that lands, right? Same thing with any other friendship that you have. Like you slowly start to get to people and you go, oh, okay, this is where we're different. And that's okay, but I don't partake in that. And then there's this, oh, so you like that. That's not me. You know? Like there are things you can definitely live with. I think we all know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I hope we do. You believe in aliens?
I do.
You do?
I
didn't know what to expect it that way.
I do. I'm going to be real with you.
Okay.
I do.
What was you about to say?
That's all I'm gonna say. I do.
Okay.
Way the world going, we about to be exposed to some more information. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, man, they need to hurry up, bro. They need to hurry up and come down. That's all I'm gonna say. They need to hurry up and show up.
I would say they already been here, but that's I'm gonna leave it at that.
Can we have an episode on that? I need that.
We can do it.
I need that.
Y'all can say what y'all want about me. I don't believe the earth is flat.
Mm-hmm.
I you know what I'm saying?
I don't necessarily believe in little green men, but I do think there's other things.
I'm leaving it at that.
Oh,
to think that we're the only, I just think it's bold of us to think we're the only life form in the solar system. I think we're a little arrogant.
Right. Well, maybe in the solar system we are, but maybe
in the galaxy.
I think that's a big reach too. But
in the whole entire
universe or whatever you want to call it, yeah. That's really naive.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't have no proof that they are, but
right.
I just think we're very naive to think that.
Right.
Like we're not even, I don't even think human beings are the prime being.
It's weird because we just think we it.
That's my point.
That's the problem. And like, I'm like, that's a little weird. That's a little weird.
But if we were, we would be invincible. Would we not?
I don't know. But see, that's the conversation. I don't know.
Why we are not like Clark Kent then?
It don't work like that.
Why can we go get hit by a car and die instantly?
I think most things die.
Why can't we stop the car if we're invincible?
I don't think we're supposed to be invincible.
No, okay.
Because then what would be the point of life if you were?
But so my point is, there's something out there.
What would be the point? Okay, you Christian. What would be the point of Jesus Christ if
100%? No, and that's where the disconnect is for me. Like people be like, not even on a religious boy, but people just be like, no, humanity is it. Like people that think that, like I lose. Even if you don't believe in religion, like that just don't make sense. Like it just don't make sense. Like humanity is it.
Okay, so that's, and this is probably going to turn into another podcast. So I won't. I'll spare you guys all the.
You know I
stuff.
love cooking,
but as someone who grew up in the church for the early part of my life, right? I was raised Catholic. There are certain things that don't add up when you read it in the book. And when you go with other things that they tell us and you go, oh, how does that make sense? How can that possibly, like, if one thing is true, so like if we're it and it started here on Earth, if aliens were to come from a different planet, then that automatically flies in the face of the Bible. If they're older than us, right? So then you have to explain that. But what I've come to realize is like, what if those things are still true? We just got the translation wrong. What if it ain't necessarily, what if dates are off? What if, you know, it wasn't here and it was somewhere else and we're here, but we weren't first on the list. That don't make the Bible not true. That don't make a lot of things not true.
Y'all not getting that from me today. That's too much juice.
That's a different podcast.
That's too much sauce.
I'd want to like do a lot of research on that. I'm Mr. If y'all don't know, I'm Mr. Throw a question at the wall. It don't have to really be true. I'm not necessarily even saying that's what I 100% believe, but I'm saying it's out there. So like,
I just want to get your gears turning.
I want to get your gears turning so we can talk about it. That's it. Because if you ask me what I believe,
unicorn.
Did you?
No.
What did it look like? What color was it? How tall was it?
The rainbow.
Was it tall? Was it short? Was it like a pony? Was it like a horse?
It was a horse. I saw a centaur.
Would you ride one?
Heck yeah. If they let me. Yeah, she let me.
You asked permission?
Yeah, heck yeah.
Oh, wait, is that a minotaur? Wait, what is that? The half man, half horse? What is that?
Centaur.
Is that a centaur?
I can't even say it right. On it.
Let me look it real quick. See, you got me.
Sorry.
Hold on. You wild for that. And I went along with it too. Let's see. Half man, half horse. What is that? A centaur. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Nah, man, I can't do it. Can't do it. That's weird, bro. I can't talk to a half a man and be like,
he's still a man though.
Can I get on top?
Can I get on top? Pause. I said pause.
Can we edit that out? Can we edit that out of the podcast?
Nah, I said pause. But
I don't have look, wait. I don't have a problem with anyone.
It's all about how you deliver the question.
Okay.
Do you mind if we take a stroll together?
No, don't say it like that.
How else can we phrase the question?
Like,
you mind if we ride out? Weird. You mind if I hop on? Weird. You mind if I jump on you? Weird. Can I get on your back? Weird.
I need a ride to the store?
Weird.
Oh, that was the closest one to being normal.
Yeah.
Oh, but like, what if he offered? Is it better if he goes?
How's he offering?
He goes, hop on.
Weird.
I'll take you.
Weird. I'll take you ain't bad.
You see, you have to think about that.
That ain't bad.
We just lost all our listeners. I'm just letting you know.
No,
that was it. We can cancel.
What?
That's it.
No, hey, no. Hopping on another man?
Half a man.
Yeah, we talking about mythical creature. Weird. If it's half man, half horse.
Mm-hmm. You gonna hop on the horse half?
Yeah.
Weird.
Hey, thank you guys for tuning in today.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah, if you stayed this long, we appreciate you. I know we went off the rails a little bit.
We really appreciate you if you stayed this long.
Well, we just like chopping it up.
Yeah,
we started heavy. We had to finish a little light.
Yeah, there it is.
We started heavy. We had to finish light, but please keep tuning in. We'll be back to you on that half man, half horse topic.
No, we won't, bro. That's
and
it. We ain't bringing that back up.
Yes, we are.
On the same episode we do the UFO one?
Oh, yeah. We're just going to do a mythical beast episode.
Damn.
And we need to bring on a real conspiracy theorist.
Do I know anybody like that? I don't know if I know anyone like that. Do you? We probably should. That'd be fine.
I can bring in a dude that think the earth is flat if you really want me to.
Yeah. I hear that conversation.
Yeah, I can.
I'm just as long as that person don't come on and try to force me to pick a side.
Oh, who you gonna try to force it?
Oh, okay. Well, he better be ready for some pushback.
Oh, he gonna definitely get pushback. I'm just saying,
because look, it don't matter what I. This is what I tell people. This will piss people off, but I really don't care. You can't tell me. I have no reason to think that the earth is flat because I was told it wasn't. And everything I was shown says it isn't, that it's round, right? So I have no reason to question that and the logic behind that. However, you ain't going to sit here and convince me that the earth is flat, but I will listen to you and hear what you have to say.
Bro, I got people that think the moon landing fake, the same dude.
You could sell me that one. But you're not going to sit here and prove it to me because you can't. Unless you're going to take me in a spaceship and have me look back and go, look, it's a square. That's the only way you're going to convince me. Or if you go up with a camera and you film it and show it to me, which I got to watch you leave and come back because AI and all that. So, you know what I mean? Like, it's going to take a lot for you to actually convince me wholeheartedly the earth is flat for me to stand up and go, you know what? The earth is flat. I'm saying that now.
Perfect.
I don't think it's flat. I have no reason to think it's actually flat. It's an interesting theory.
No,
but we could talk about hollow earth. We could talk about the moon.
Hollow earth is real.
The moon being hollow also, and like actual spaceship or whatever they say it is. We talk about all those things. I don't know if our listeners want to hear that.
You're right. You're right.
But I mean, those are things that are interesting because it can't be proved. It's not proven yet, or I should say.
It's a lot funner to talk about men being murdered.
That ain't fun.
For no reason.
Nope, that ain't fun. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk.
Might drop.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Raising the Bar with Rod and Treve. If you like what you heard, do us a favor and share the podcast with a friend. Don't forget to like and subscribe to podcasts also. New episodes every Wednesday. You can leave us a comment on the episodes where you stream them on Instagram at rtb.podcast or send us a direct email at rtb.podcast25@gmail.com. That's rtb.podcast, the number 25 @gmail.com.